Welcome to How I AI, the podcast featuring real people, real stories, and real AI in action. I'm Brooke Gramer, your host and guide on this journey into the real-world impact of artificial intelligence. For over 15 years, I've worked in creative marketing, events, and business strategy, wearing all the hats. I know the struggle of trying to scale and manage all things without burning out. But here's the game changer, AI. This isn't just a podcast. How I AI is a community, a space where curious minds like you come together, share ideas, and I'll also bring exclusive discounts and insider resources because AI isn't just a trend, it's a shift. And the sooner we embrace it, the more freedom, creativity, and opportunities will unlock. How I AI is brought to you in partnership with the Collective AI, a space designed to accelerate your learning and AI adoption. I joined the Collective and it's completely catapulted my learning, expanded my network, and showed me what's possible with AI. Whether you're just starting out, seeking community, or want done-for-you solutions, the Collective gives you the resources to grow your business with AI. So stay tuned to learn more at the end of this episode, or check my show notes for my exclusive invite link. Hi everyone, welcome back to How I AI. I'm your host, Brooke Gramer. Today's solo episode, I'm going to run through a few newsletters I've read up on that I found very interesting and of note to share, a couple app releases I've been exploring with AI tools and technology. I'm going to share a bit on the 2025 Global Wellness Institute's latest microtrends report and what they had to say about AI, how I've been playing with 11 labs, and what I'm most excited about to share today is my new custom GPT I created specifically for this podcast called the How I AI Podcast Companion. Think of it as a personal guide that helps you instantly find the right guest story, key takeaway, and my resource library of key findings and reports that have been publicly published in the past year, such as the White House AI Action Plan, the World Economic Forum Jobs Report, OpenAI's Leadership in AI Playbook. This is going to be an amazing companion to the podcast because I am sharing information every week and having phenomenal guest conversations. Maybe you're just discovering my podcast now. We have 26 episodes to date, and all of those transcripts are going to be added there to your disposal to be able to interact and ask questions with. Beyond talking about my experience creating a custom GPT, we're also going to dive in how you can use it for your business as a funnel. All right, let's dive into today's solo episode of How I AI. We're going to kick it off with the 2025 Global Wellness Institute Microtrends Report. The 5 key trends that they mentioned happening in AI are AI in mental health, AI in healthcare and medicine, AI in fitness and wellness tech, AI in social well-being, and AI in workplace well-being. Kicking it off with key microtrends in AI in mental health, they share on the rise of 24/7 chatbots and virtual companions that are filling the gaps in counseling access. The number one use case for AI right now and LLMs is therapy. They touch on apps like Clare&me and Limbic Care. They talk about the benefits and the risks. I'm going to link this report in the show notes so you can go through it extensively. Jumping into number 2 is AI in healthcare and medicine. You may or may not have remembered my episode with Dr. Akash. Definitely go back to it. It wasn't that long ago, probably 4 or 5 episodes ago. And within this key microtrend, they talk about how generative AI is accelerating AI-assisted screenings. They're able to detect disease earlier. It's being used as preventative care, things like speech analysis or forecasting Alzheimer's years in advance. Number 3 is AI in fitness and wellness tech. This has been a little bit more prevalent and common in my personal opinion. things like wearables and smart devices, and adaptive AI is leaning more into coaching, and you're seeing this technology integrated into our home gyms. They speak on apps like Whoop Coach, which is personalized training in real time, acting like digital trainers in your home. This trend is moving towards AI as a wellness advisor that evolves with you. The number 4 micro trend is AI and social well-being. They touch on companion robots and AI friends. They mention Replika and ElliQ and how they're reducing loneliness, especially among seniors and students. Number 5 microtrend is AI workplace well-being. They mentioned companions are using AI to monitor morale, stress, and engagement. Early interventions for burnout and providing personalized wellness resources. The goal with using AI in the workplace is to create healthier, more productive teams. These are early signs of where AI is moving closer to our bodies, our well-being, and our daily habits. Next up, I want to switch to the music industry. And some of you may or may not know, I, for a period of time, worked in film and TV music sync. So I know quite a bit about music royalties and all that goes into licensing music. And when I was gifted 3 months of 11 Labs Pro to check out their new music creation tool, I was really excited. My goal was to create trailer music and commercial music that I could use for my YouTube that was purely generated by me, where I don't have to pay any royalty fees. You can think about how much this could really support you as a creator on a budget. So within the tool, you'll see that 11 Labs offers an AI-powered music generated platform with features like high-quality audio output, customizable lyrics, and modular song editing, which allows users to fine-tune compositions. Challenges I found were a little limited user interface. I know it just launched, and a little bit slower processing fees and limited flexibility when it comes to song structure. I felt that it hindered my creative freedom, and I was making a lot of similar songs. I haven't made a trailer track I really love quite yet, but I'm gonna give it another couple months. I used my credits already for the first month attempting to make some trailer music, but I think I got some good tracks to use, at least for commercial music. I found it to be really easy to use. So I'll link that out in the show notes if you want to give that app a try. And let me know what you think and if you have the same experience. So that's a tool in my current creative workflow. Let's zoom back into a bigger conversation about how we're all trying to manage tool fatigue. I recently went to an AI event here in Miami, and this woman from the UK was visiting and speaking. Her name was Cien Solon, and she has an app called Launch Lemonade app. And Launch Lemonade is all about helping non-tech small business owners launch and run AI agents. I really credit her for this newsletter. I'm going to read from it a bit, where it just talks about how we're all experiencing this clutter and how using AI ineffectively can really multiply our work rather than scale it back. She says the smartest teams aren't stacking every shiny app. They're choosing one clear system as their base. They're letting everything else orbit around it. Because when our AI tools fight for attention, nobody wins. When they work in sync, the whole team gets its time back. She puts together a little 3-step process, and step 1 is pick a home base. Choose one central place where all work begins and ends. This matters because everyone is aligned and reduces tool hopping. Step 2 is assign jobs, no overlaps. Give each tool or agent one clear role. This eliminates confusion and duplicate effort across the team. And step 3 is run regular prune sessions. This is where you review your stack quarterly and cut what's not helping. This is going to keep your system lean, efficient, and easy to manage. Cien says the real flex in AI is having a clean system. Your team doesn't need to juggle dashboards or memorize another password. They need a setup that fades into the background, letting them focus on the work that actually matters. All right, now I want to switch gears into something I mentioned I'm personally fired up about. And this is the new How I AI podcast companion GPT. My GPT is a personal guide that is really going to surface the right guest, key takeaway, or resource instantly for you. This really matters because maybe you just discovered my podcast and we're 26 episodes in now, which is incredible. Maybe you want immediate feedback on which episode is best for you and what you're specifically moving through, depending on your industry, your key goals or objectives. And so you'll be able to jump into my custom GPT and ask a question like, hey, I'm just getting started with AI. I work in the creative industry, and it'll guide you directly to the episode to listen to. It'll give you a couple quotes. I even added a bunch of the public-facing reports I've been covering on my solo episodes monthly. These are additional little nuggets I dropped in that they'll be able to cite and resource back to you. Beyond speaking to my custom GPT and why it's amazing, let's go back and talk about why you should make a custom GPT and how it can be relevant to your industry. I've seen this as such a great lead gen funnel, a really cool demo to use during live presentations, and a really easy way to add and credit yourself as an AI adopter. One frequent use I've seen for custom GPTs are to bring your client through a workflow where it's step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and you're bringing them through a process of A to Z through your custom GPT. Say you have your top 3 pain points for your typical customer or client. And this can be low-hanging fruit, things that are really just going to show that you know how to support them and ultimately are going to lead them toward your more higher ticket products or to book one-on-one time with you directly. So you can have them ask questions and it brings them through the process and flow where they make a small win. And then towards the end, they're guided and funneled to book a call with you directly, visit your resource library, go to your course listings, or go to your YouTube videos and spend more time learning about your offers. They're very easy to create. And this is one of the first things I teach my clients how to do. And one of the unique ways they can use them is replacing the FAQ tab in your website. Think of it like an AI chatbot. And this is just the start because the way we connect people to content is changing fast. One last thing I'll say about custom GPTs. If you list yours in the public GPT store, it's basically like creating an extra funnel for your business. You can connect your website, your socials, and suddenly people who'd never find you otherwise can stumble across what you're building. If you're a Plus or Pro user and haven't explored the GPT store yet, I really recommend checking it out. And if you're curious about getting started with custom GPTs of your own and want to book some time with me, I'll drop that link in the show notes for a one-on-one. Coming up on How I AI, I've got such an exciting lineup of guests coming your way. You'll hear more from creatives, from founders solving problems in real time, and from voices shaping where AI is headed. One story I'm especially excited to share is from a Vibe Code tech founder, and she happens to also be a mother. She used an app called Bolt, you may have heard of it, to create a solution for baby allergens, and her product is called Map My Milk. She's already finding traction within other mothers, and it's a really powerful example of building with purpose and how anybody, no matter what your background, can lean into these empowering AI solutions. I've also got a guest coming up straight out of DC who's deep in the world of policy and political communications. We're going to unpack some really juicy stuff with her about governance. I'll also be talking to specialists within AI-assisted search, SEO rankings, and how we should all be thinking about visibility and discovery in this next phase of the digital landscape. And rounding things out, I have a guest from the UK who spent over 40 years in IT and developed frameworks and AI archetypes, which can help you see where you are in your own journey, where you're stuck with your AI adoption, and how to move forward with more flow, grace, and ease. So thank you for tuning into this solo episode. If you enjoyed it, please rate, review, and share it with someone who could benefit. It helps the show grow and reach more people. And don't forget, the How I AI podcast companion GPT is free to use. It's linked in the show notes, and it's a great place to start exploring the How I AI podcast. All right, I'll see you on the next episode of How I AI. Wow, I hope today's episode opened your mind to what's possible with AI. Do you have a cool use case on how you're using AI and want to share it? DM me, I'd love to hear more and feature you on my next podcast. Until next time, here's to working smarter, not harder. See you on the next episode of How I AI. This episode was made possible in partnership with the Collective AI, a community designed to help entrepreneurs, creators, and professionals seamlessly integrate AI into their workflows. One of the biggest game changers in my own AI journey was joining this space. It's where I learned, connected, and truly enhanced my understanding of what's possible with AI. And the best part, they offer multiple membership levels to meet you where you are. Whether you want to DIY your AI learning or work with a personalized AI consultant for your business, the Collective has you covered. Learn more and sign up using my exclusive link in the show notes.